Hello everybody, this is so that you can decide if the medical careers tutorial pathway is right for you. I'm Stella Coleman, I've met lots of you already. I'm the pathway coordinator, and if you have any questions please contact me on Teams or email me. You need to join this pathway if you wish to study medicine, dentistry or veterinary science. That includes students who want to take a gap year, and it also includes students who are considering them at Oxbridge. You cannot apply to medicine, veterinary or dentistry if you are in a UCAS or an Oxbridge tutor group, and that is for two reasons. First of all, the medical careers application is very specific, and secondly because we have an early deadline entry, which is the middle of September. The medical careers tutor groups begin in June, just after the May half term, and applications are prepared between June and September. In that time, we're going to support you with writing your personal statement, and the medics and the dentists will get help with their admissions tests, which are usually sat in the summer holidays. In September, we focus on the UCAS application, where you're going to apply, and interviews. There are two reasons why this pathway may not be right for you. The first one is if you wish to study an allied healthcare profession. Here are some of the most common, and you should join a UCAS pathway, and that's because you don't have an early entry deadline. The second reason why the pathway may not be right for you is if you are unlikely to meet the entry requirements you need for medicine, dentistry or veterinary, and we'll talk more about those later. There are some things that you can be doing now to get ready for your application. You need to make sure that you arrive on the pathway in June with some work experience. For medics and dentists, this doesn't have to be in a hospital or in a dentist's. It can be anything that showcases your skills in communication, empathy, teamwork, reliability, etc. So for instance, you could help in a charity shop, work in a care home, help in a hospice, teach children swimming, anything that shows that you have a caring capacity and you have worked with a group of people. You don't need references. The vets are more specific. The vets, you will need a minimum number of hours in both a small and a large animal practice. That sometimes includes lambing, and for the vets you will need to take references and get them signed and dated. Another piece of advice is do as much supercurricular as you can, so join the MedSoc team and come to as many talks as you can. Also do as many events as you can in your subject areas, things like the Chemistry Olympiad, the Maths Olympiad, etc. And you need to be expanding your knowledge of wider reading and current affairs. All of this can be found on the MedSoc team. The next thing you need to do is make sure that it's likely that you are going to meet the entry requirements you need. If you scan this QR code, you will get the Medicine 2024 entry requirements for every single medical school in the UK. This will get updated in June. Every medical school is different. Here is an example of Brighton and Sussex Medical School, and you can see two things. First of all, they require AAA at A level, including biology and chemistry. It's very likely that the summer exam in the first year will be a big indicator of the predicted grade that your teacher will predict you. So make sure that you are on course for those predicted grades. The second thing to say is that BSMS want a GCSE Maths and English at grade 6. They haven't been specific about whether that is English language or English literature, but if the university that you think you want to go to needs a GCSE that you don't have, then you would probably be wanting to do something about a resit. If that is the case, then please message me or please go and have a conversation with the exams office, who are just above or next to the sports cafe. And the dentists and the vets have their own entry requirements, which of course will get updated in June. The last thing to consider is whether you are part of the widening participation programme. Hopefully you filled in your WP survey at college. If you are, then you may be entitled to lower offers, reserved places at interview, summer school's additional courses and gateway courses with much lower offers. You will also be eligible for BSMS's Bright Ideas programme, which is a new initiative this year that will support students with their medical career application and we hope reserve you a place at interview.